Okay, guys, so what is going on now? What is going on currently now is that the Super Eagles and other officials have boycotted their training for the match against Gabon for the playoff of the World Cup qualifying. Yes, that is what is going on. And you know what? Personally, I support them. They are currently in Gabon. We've been following this story. We've been reporting on how many players that we have currently in camp. And yeah, they are there in Morocco because they are going to be playing their playoff game against Gabon, the Gabon national team. And just today that they're supposed to play the game on Thursday, which is on the 13th. But today, Premium Times Nigeria have been reporting, or rather, has reported that these guys have boycotted that training. And yes, I am happy. Why did they boycott this training? Because they are being owed so many allowances and bonuses. These things can only be heard in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria that people work without being paid. Different football teams, different football, the Super Eagles, the under 17, the under 20, the Super Falcons, and all of them. These guys go out every day, risk their lives, play matches to represent Nigeria, and then at the end they are treated like they do not matter. Some weeks ago, a certain content creator on Instagram, Coach Chibike, called out the NFF for the stadium they did that FIFA gave them money for in KB State, and I think one in Delta State and all of that. And then later on, I think last week, Amaju Pinnick went on Arise TV to defend whatever he defended, and we moved on because this is it's a normal thing in Nigeria, right? But then again, even if they are not going to build this stadium, can they please pay these guys? Can they please pay these guys? When Nigerians come for these players and say, yeah, they don't play with patriotism despite all their earning. Do you guys know how much they are being owed? I've been with these guys on several occasions, and I can tell you that the only thing why they are still wearing the Nigerian jersey is because of patriotism, maybe for their home country, because they want to represent Nigeria. But guys, this is getting out of hand. Go to Premium Times Nigeria and, of course, read the news. The entire squad boycotted training in protest over unpaid bonuses and allowances. Should these things be heard about Nigeria, the so-called giants of Africa? No, but we hear these things on a daily basis because this is how everything happens. The anyhowness in that country, everything goes, nobody questions anybody, no accountability whatsoever. Why would footballers be owed, for goodness sake? Some years back, players like Desire Obaranoze and Asisa Tunshola, I think they were blacklisted because they spoke out against things like this. So many other Nigerian, the Super Eagles players have been blacklisted because they speak up against the ill treatment meted on them. Yesterday, we saw from Chibike's page how the under-17 girls that just came back from the tournament were paid 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira, guys, for people that went to represent your country in a tournament. Now, these girls, according to reports, they bought their own kits themselves. They prepared for themselves. They transported themselves to the venue. And NFF is giving them, in fact, in that 100,000, I saw it. The 100,000 clip, I saw it like for your transportation allowance. Who pays somebody 100,000 naira for transportation allowance in this time and age? But on a daily basis, we see these things. Today, we should be following up on how many goals or how our training is going in preparation for this game. But no, we are here talking about these people boycotting their training. And personally, I am happy. Maybe this will bring the needed change in the NFF. You guys get this money from the federal government. If the federal government is not giving you money, you come out and tell us that they are not giving you money. But we all know that the federal government sponsors these things, but you guys are not doing anything. Please stop playing with our players. Stop joking with their lives, their talents, and everything. If you guys are not willing to pay them, let them go to countries where they will be treated nice. Let them stay in their clubs. When these guys get injured, you guys don't treat them. They go back to their clubs to get treated. And then Nigerians, we want them to, come out and give us their 100%. It doesn't. It's not possible. It doesn't make sense that somebody you don't pay, somebody you owe their balances, their allowances and the bonuses. You expect 100% performance from them. It doesn't make sense. So we shouldn't be hearing this in this time and age. When people say, why can't a Super Eagles win the qualify for the World Cup just straight up and with all the squad they have? Yes, they can't. Because have you seen a team that's brings one coach today, the next day the coach is gone, another coach is being brought in, and the person is coming with his own different playing style and everything, and these players are expected to adapt to all of these things in a twinkle of an eye. We expect them to know all of this. We expect them to, to be so exceptional and go out and win and qualify for everything. This is not how it is being done somewhere else. A team builds the federation. Take a look at Morocco, for instance. Morocco has been dominating African football for how many years now? They have dominated. They are under 17. Look at what they did to one club, one country, I can't remember their name. 17 goes to nothing. Because the country has devoted time, they have invested their money and time into building a strong federation. We saw Senegal too. Senegal, they are under 17, they are under 20, they are senior team. They are not a team to be joked with. But Nigeria, that boasts of all the talents in the world, all the strikers in the world. We currently have the best striker in the world in the person of Victor Osimhen, but we are even struggling to get a World Cup qualification. And instead of tackling these things, we are coming out to blame these guys. We shouldn't be blaming these guys. We should be talking about how we can make NFF to be more responsible and take care of these guys. Yesterday, Alexi Wobi, let's do 2 days ago, he went live to show the type of hotel that NFF puts them in, and the Nigerians are coming for him. For what exactly? Do you guys know the luxury hotel these guys stay in their different clubs? And personally, these guys are world stars. You don't treat them anyhow. You can't owe them their money and then you expect them to do something. So yeah, guys, this is what is happening. We may not even be playing the game if the NFF doesn't pay them their money. And personally, I support that, right? You can't owe me and expect me to give you my all. It doesn't make sense. So please, this is what is going on for now. And should anything change, of course, we are going to bring it your way. Thank you so much for joining. And do not forget to please comment. Keep sharing our profile till it gets to all the, in fact, the whole world, everybody in the world, okay? Thank you so much.